This is hands-on with our new DF floor fogger. As the name implies, this is a miniature fog machine to put some extra life onto your table. It is 4 inches by 4 inches. The base is 11 millimeters high, and then this comes up an additional 6 millimeters high. So if you build it in line with a bunch of our floor tiles, like this floor tile height, then you can put pieces such as this Volcano right on top of it and build them in line with the rest of your pieces. It has a water reservoir, and there you just pop this off, fill it up with regular tap water. It runs in just plain old water. You don't need anything special. And holds a bunch on continuous mode. It goes for several hours. We'll get a full test numbers for you at some point. It runs on 3 AAA batteries in there, which are in a separate compartment so they don't get any water in them. You can also power it with, it has a micro USB port you can power it with, and it has 2 settings. It has an intermittent setting, which will do a 6-second burst of steam every 10 seconds. That was like a long 10 seconds, right? And it has a continuous mode where it just continuously pumps out fog onto your table. Let's see how it works under our pieces. So first of all, we have this Hellscape Volcano piece, which many of you already have, which we preemptively designed to have the LEDs in here separate so they could be protected from the water, and this port that fits right over this. So this fits right on top, and boom, you get cool steam coming out of your volcano. Maybe it's going to erupt. Maybe you turn it on right before it erupts, get the players a little nervous, something like that. All right, now let's look at some Wildlands pieces. We have 2 toppers for this thing. So first we're going to use this hole null piece. So we pop out the insert on the hole null, and this will fit 2 ways. It'll either fit like that, or it'll fit like this. So we don't actually have the cutouts in here, but it'll be basically a small square cutout that'll fit it exactly in those 2 spots. So once you get under there, it gives you the perfect height. I wonder if, I haven't even tried it. I'm going to try the Volcano on there. Does the Volcano work? Yeah. If you wanted, it doesn't look very good, but you can put it up there. This gives you the perfect height to put on something such as the Spreading Spore Claw. Look at this nasty thing. Ooh. This is, of course, a cool sculpt you can just put anywhere on its own if you want. But the magic comes from here. There's going to be a port that leads up to these 3 things. So this is a just a prototype here. It doesn't have the actual. We have little fog tubes that are going to help control the pressure and get the better distribution of fog out there. So this is just a hole with a couple of holes drilled. So right now the fog output isn't quite as high as we'd like, but we'll show you once we get one with the actual fog channels in it, we'll show you what that does in terms of fog. So you just pop it over the fogger, and voila, your spore claw starts to spray some spores. Boop. And this will, you can go either direction, so you could put the spore plant facing either way if you like. Something like that. It should create a fun, steamy threat on the table. If nothing else, just makes everything just look more lifelike and creepy. The other topper we've got is the Oblivion Nexus. So we've got this mountain cutout floor, which has a double cutout, has a circle and a square, so it can accommodate the fogger or the light puck, the Dwarven light puck. So saying that we put this right on there, that levels up, and then we're going to take the Oblivion Nexus. This has a channel, so you pop the Oblivion Nexus on there, and boom, you get fog coming out of these little fog channels, these shattered bits of Wyverstone, which should give a pretty cool effect on your table. So finally, the fogger also works with some of our older pieces. Like we can, if you take a spirit tree from the original Dread Hollow Forest, throw some stilts under there, and pop that on top. You're gonna have a cool smoking spirit tree. And who knows what other clever things you guys are going to come up with once you get your hands on this thing. It also can run in horizontal mode, although we have not yet designed anything to work with horizontal mode, but I'm sure you'll figure out something cool, and maybe we'll have something in the future. The only downside with the horizontal mode is it will run out of water more quickly once the reservoir gets past here, it won't wick up anymore. So you won't get very long runtime doing this, but it's still possible. You have to let us know in the comments what you do in horizontal mode with this thing. And then it's the DF floor fogger.